Big change for Nike today. Elliot Hill officially taking the helm as CEO. Now, shares moved up when the announcement was made in September that he was coming, but Nike's still the third worst Dow performer this year. Joining us now, William Trading's Sam Poser. Sam, you say there's three things that Elliot Hill should do off the top: install leaders who know the business, get products out of the workshop that might have been overlooked that could get things going quickly, and get boomerang employees with knowledge back. Which one is more important?
I don't think there's any one thing you need to do. I mean, I think that, if you get your people motivated and with a plan, I think, that's going to get the ball rolling. All of this is going to take some time regardless, but without, the initial reaction we've heard from the Nike folks and even from people that have left Nike was exceptionally positive, and I think that will roll right over into sort of better results more quickly. What quickly means is
right.
Is the question.
It remains to be determined. So, Sam, how soon before we know whether the wholesalers, the partners that Nike sort of abandoned, is going to forgive Nike, and whether that piece of things might turn around relatively quickly?
Well, Nike is still everybody's potentially largest customer, so I don't think forgiving is the question. The question is Nike going to put the necessary resources against the wholesale partners that remain, which they didn't do even with when those partners were when many accounts were canceled, for all lack of a better term. Now that they're potentially bringing some of those accounts back on board. Now, how are they going to manage that with product and resources? And the recent announcement that Tom Petty is going to be the GM of North America, and based on our checks, the conversations that are occurring all have already improved pretty much across the board. The problem is there's still not enough good product to get everything to work. And remember that even with Nike struggling at a lot of these accounts, it's still their largest vendor, and they still have lots of leverage with both existing and those accounts that would love to have them back.
Yeah, Sam, you just hit on my question for you, and that is how much hinges now on the product pipeline, and perhaps with it, the talent pipeline as well, especially when you do see a lot of Nike veterans who are potentially going to be coming to the table here.
So, I believe this. I've written about it. I cannot prove it. That I believe that given Nike's focus on Air Force Ones, Dunks, and Jordan 1s, there was probably a good deal of product that were made or samples made that never saw the light of day. So I'm guessing that they can go into the sample rooms and say, "Oh, this is a better shoe than the previous administration gave it credit for," and we can, potentially commercialize that more quickly. Now, that range is probably 12 to 18 months. The 12 months would mean something that's in the sample room they can get made, show it to people, and then have it 6 months later. But they've already written orders we're in October now, so through March of next year. That puts you probably, into fall next year, on the short run. And 6 months from now, the retailers will start to see that product, get a first look at it, and then we'll start getting feedback on that. So we'll sort of know changes in the air probably within the next six to 9 months, but how that shows up in the numbers will take a little bit longer than that.